Good morning, children. Welcome to the Mental Maths Test 11 solutions. 18 into x is 324. Find x. So divide 324 by 18. Now here's something which is very interesting for you to notice. When you divide 324 by 18, either you can use the long division method and you do 18 as the divisor, 324 as the dividend, and go ahead. Or there's another way. Take a common factor of both of them and take the largest common factor, in the sense that take a factor like you can divide it directly by 18. That will be the largest common factor, but you can also take one number lesser than 18. That will help you in the division. So in my case, what I usually do is I take usually a single digit factor. Okay, so 9, 8 plus 1 9, and 3 plus 2 5 plus 4 9. So 9 can divide both the numbers, right? So 36 into 9 is 324 and 2 into 9 is 18, so 36 over 2. So your answer becomes 18. So the answer to the first one is 18. It was a square of 18. And if you remember the squares, you can do it very quickly. 18 ml can be how many liters? Okay. So what do? When we convert milliliters into liters, we divide it by 1000, right? So when you divide this by 1000, what do? How many zeros are there? 1 2 3. So you start counting from the right hand side. 1 2 3 digits, put a point. So 1.818 liters. So it can also be written as 1.81800 liters, right? Either ways. So you can write it 1.818, or you can write it as 1.81800 liters. It's the same thing. Now look at this third sum. Rumi writes 1222 words every day except on Sundays. How many words will he write in 2 weeks? So in 1 week he writes how many words? In 1 week, how many days are there? 7. And 2 weeks, there would be 14 days. It's a fortnight. So no Sundays is equal to 2 Sundays will be missed, right? So 2 days in 2 weeks. Total number of days is 14 minus 2, 12 days. And now you multiply this by 12. It will use a longer method of calculation, but this is what your answer will be. 14,664 words. Alright, come to question number 4. 19 is to 57, and the same relationship 24 has with which number? So first find the relationship of 19 and 57. So do everything. The first thing that comes to my mind is to divide the bigger number by a smaller number. So 19 3s are 57, and 24 into 3 will be how much? 72. So 72 becomes your answer. Nainital recorded an average rainfall of 443 mm in July. How much do you think it rained every day? So first find the number of days in July, 31. Divide 443 by 31. See, you know how to do the decimals. So 31 ones are 31, 44 minus 31 is 12, you get a 3 down. Then you 123 minus 93, right? You get a 300 minus 279, 210. And see, look at this. You put a point over here. Why? Because the moment you get 30 over here, you will have to borrow a 0. To borrow a 0, you put a decimal point, right? You borrow a 0 after that. Alright. So 31 into 9 and minus 279, 210. So two digit decimal places, we get 13.96 mm is the rainfall that happened in every day in the month of July. Aisha has 150 coins of 25 paise each. How much money does she have in total? So 25 paise means 0.25 rupees. So 150 into 0.25, right? Do the calculations. Look at the calculation over here. So you get 37.50, right? So that means rupees 37 and 50 paise. Alright, now let's look at the next one. In a box there are 70 balls, out of which 1/10 are black and the rest are white. If Parth is blindfolded and asked to pick a ball, he will most probably pick a white ball or a black ball. Now, this is a question of a concept in mathematics called probability. Probability means the chances of which ball are more to come out. So, the total balls that are there are 70. Black is 1/10, so 1/10 of 70 is 7 balls. So, white would be 70 minus 7, 63 balls. So, if you put a hand blindfoldedly, you will get the chance of getting the 63 balls is more, right? So, the white balls, the chance of finding the probability of picking a white ball is high. This is an interesting question. Question number 8. If 614 is FAD, then what is 2556? Now 614 is FAD. Just figure out what is happening. 1 is A, 4 D, fourth letter, right, and sixth letter is F. So find out 2556. So substitute 2 B. This will be 5, 5 will be an E, this will be an E, this will be an F. So the answer is BEEF. Okay, so that's your answer. Now look at the next one. The square of 20 when divided by the square of 5 will give us a quotient of and a remainder of. So square of 20 divided by the square of 5. Now see, I have made a mistake over here. It has to be a square of 5, right? So square of 5 is 25. So 400 divided by 25. Okay, so what will we do? 400 divided by 25. So again I said take a common number, right? So 5 and 5 8s are 40, right? And 0, right? So 80 over 5, so 16. So your quotient will not be 80 but it will be 16 and the remainder will be 0. Alright, so you know at times when you don't read the question carefully, this might happen. So the square of 5, so it has to be divided by 25, right? So the quotient will be 16 and the remainder will be 0. For your clarity, let me write it here again. Quotient is 16 and the remainder will be 0. The difference between the sum of the first two prime numbers and the last two one-digit prime numbers is also a prime number, yes or no? So what are the first two prime numbers? 1 is not a prime number, you know that. So 2 is the first prime number and 3 is the next prime number. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Last two one-digit prime numbers are 9 is not a prime number, so 7 is the last prime number and one number before it which is prime is 5. So 5 plus 7 is 12, 12 minus 5 is 7. So 7, yes, of course is a prime number. So the answer is yes, it is a prime number. Is 231 divisible by 7? Now what is the divisibility rule of 7? You multiply the ones digit by a 2, right? You make it twice and the number formed by the rest of the digit and you subtract both of them. So twice of the ones digit is 2 and the number formed by the other digit is 23. So difference is 23 minus 2 is 21. 21 is divisible by 7. So if 21 is divisible by 7, 231 definitely is divisible by 7. You can check it otherwise also. 7 3s are 21, 23 and again you get 21, so 7 3. So 33 times 7 is 231. So yes. Is 864 divisible by 6? Divisibility rule of 6 is that the number should be divisible both by 2 and by 3 for it to be divisible by 6. So 864 is divisible by 2 because the last digit is 4, the ones digit, and add them, 8 plus 6 plus 4, 10 plus 8 is 18, right? So 18 means 8 plus 1, 9, 9 is divisible by 3, therefore 864 is divisible by 6. Is 1048 divisible by 4? Divisibility rule of 4 is last two digits of a given number should be divisible by 4. So 48 is divisible by 4, yes, 12 4s are 48, therefore 1048 is divisible by 4. Will the difference between the largest 4-digit number and the smallest 3-digit number be divisible by 5? So what is the largest 4-digit number? 9999, right? Okay. And smallest 3-digit number is 100. So difference is 9899. And now is it divisible by 5? No. Why? Because the number in the ones place has to be either a 0 or a 5 for a number to be divisible by 5. Therefore, this number is not divisible by 5. Let's come to question number 15. Ibn Battuta covered 1/3 of 900 kilometers on foot. Is the distance covered by Battuta divisible by 6? Yes or no? So 1/3 of 900 is how much? 300. 300 is divisible by 2 as well as by 3. Therefore, 300 is divisible by 6. So the answer is yes. So I hope you did well in the mental maths test. Please do send me your scores. Thank you very much.